it as well. Ladies and gentlemen, let's head over to the land of dawn for game number 2 between RRQ and BTR.
Potentially the last game. Man, if the drafts were that exciting, I can't wait for the game itself.
A banger is what we're expecting here. The draft was already a banger, a tough one to predict. Both having their own ways to play the game, both having vision, their own vision. Luke on the Masha, lethal ignition, Moreno back on the old reliable, but it's definitely Iman who steals the show here with a Ruby pick. Oh man, this is the same, not the same entire draft, but Masha and Ruby, the two side laners that we saw just last season. There's a composition they tried to go for, but RRQ, Kescute was a bit too smart, had the Uranus planned out. Now, no Uranus to deal with it, and they will try to make this work. Master Assassin, all in aggression, agility, and the Festival of Blood for Iman.
Toy goes a little safer though, he goes for tenacity in the lane. What are we expecting for this Claude versus Ruby?
It should be Claude early on. Ruby can't really pressure early on, but then once we get to like level 3 onwards, when he can start getting the stuns, don't run Wolf King, and then eventually the I'm Offended, it's really good because you gotta think about it this way, Claude is short-ranged.
Byron gotta be careful. Early 2v1 gang in the mid lane though. Moreno flickers out of danger as Hazel was stunned. No casualties here for now.
There you go, you can already see it.
So even pre-item, right? Iman is fending for himself though.
Yep.
Gonna be able to push. In the meanwhile, in the mid lane, we saw Moreno having a little bit more versatility. He also goes for tenacity. If you take a look at the sub-emblems. Rupture still to put in that damage when it is needed later on. We saw what Moreno was able to do in the previous game. So coming to level 4, Rins has the real world manipulation. Edok will be able to go for it as well. I think that's the big thing here. Will they be able to get that level 4? Rins gets it first. So that's good resources for this next neutral objective.
Both don't want to go neutral objective though. That's the thing. For both of them, they would much rather just farm it out. But it does seem like RRQ want to go for it. They notice BTR are just, they don't want it. So might as well just take it, right? If it's free, take it. Hazel, no retreat.
They were prepared. Hazel.
2v1 now, it's Luke who is under pressure. 3v1, potentially Luke. Ooh. Oh my goodness, Luke almost finds a kill there, but first blood still goes to the hands of Hazel.
Hey, that was a 3v1 situation, and Luke nearly took down Hazel.
Yeah. Not a lot of respect there from Luke. He knew the turtle was already taken, so
in the mid lane. Actually, Rins caught, flickers out, real world relation will not save him. Annabelle secures the kill, but Hazel will take the revenge and take the kill. Hazel, with the cables, is able to get out. Edok, though, airborne, and he will not fall. Dyron, though, oh my goodness, Dyron will find the angle to take Moreno down. And now RRQ, they will fight again with Hazel jumping back in. But now it's going to be Luke, actually, this time, who will have the shutdown.
These are power picks versus power picks. Dyron goes back in onto Luke.
Good pop control here. Under the turret, Dyron will not be able to find the kill as Annabelle. He was too tidy with his feet.
You can see these individual players just really shine at what they have got their hands on, right? A Luke on the Masha doing a whole deal, but Dyron on the Phoveus as well. The fact that Hazel was on the fan, he was able to weave in and weave out of the situations, nearly got the benefit out of it, but Iman on the Ruby, this pick that we were not expecting, has really been the huge factor to eliminate Hazel's kill pressure in these team fights.
Welcome to the Brawl server, I just want to say, you know, this is truly a Brawl composition. And they're gonna, no, there's no way they go on this, right, Hazel?
NFL, spot on Hazel. Luke, though, thunderclap on towards Hazel. Annabelle looking for the kill. Luke, though, will not survive as Dyron has his eyes on the prize. That's going to be the kill on towards Luke. Dyron this time will not be able to escape. Surely, that's a knock up. The reinforcements is here. Real world relation on towards Moreno. Now take a look at Hazel. He will find the kill on towards Hannibal, but Hannibal will take Tyron down first. Gonna be another knockup as Renz this time will not be able to survive. As ladies and gentlemen, 11 kills in the first 5 minutes. That's crazy.
Oh man, I mean, Miracle talked about Brawl. Another 1-for-2 trade down a bottom, and meanwhile, oh, that's another pick.
Oh, Toy in danger. Seems like the tier 1 in the mid lane should fall. Hazel's for Rani cancel out, but Toy jumps back in. That's gonna be a kill for RRQ. 2 members down and out.
But that's going to be a structure, a permanent one taken down by Moreno in the bottom side of the map. And RRQ will follow that up with a domino effect on the neutral objective.
What a brawl. I mean, I think at this point, we might just have 2 play-by-plays. There's no need for an analyst here. It's just a battle. BTR are not really thinking about objectives here. They're going in mid, and that was pure. We want to fight. We just come and fight us. Fight us right here. And RRQ, they're still playing it objectively. Well played to them, not being corralled, not being, oh, good flicker out. Not being brought into the playstyle that BTR wants, which is, again, the brawl. That's what they want with this kind of composition. RRQ, as long as they play this game and they build that lead, the brawl is not going to work. BTR, they need it to be, I think now is still okay, but obviously they need it to be equal or even, oh, Annabelle winning.
1v1, Annabelle versus Hazel. Annabelle really find their rhythm on point. On the other side, it's going to be Edok and Finn. So jungler v jungler, roamer v roamer action here. And yeah, 13 kills now. Total. RRQ brings Bigetron.
Finn pops up the glorious pathway though, that's Edok. Already with the slam.
Tsunami slam. Oh, that's a knockup again. Edok goes down. A blazing duet to zone the members away. And that's a win for Bigetron.
A small win, a small victory.
A small win.
We would say for BTR, only taking down Edok.
Wait.
Hazel again.
Gotta be careful.
All right. Okay, things have calmed down a little bit. And it's important to know, not again. Toy and Annabelle.
Oh, no Toy this time. Too early there to show on the map, and Annabelle punishes.
That's literally the man I wanted to talk about, because the more this game goes, Toy is still on a marksman, right?
Yeah.
So siege potential is fully in favor of RRQ, so it's Bigetron on the ticking time bomb.
I guess, but they have good late game. That's what's scary. Joy. That's why the Joy, we said the safest choice would be the Suyo, but we didn't know that they had this planned out. They wanted to have, I guess, late game insurance, and I guess the Joy does get them that. Luke, Masha is surprisingly insane in the late game too. Like, he does a crazy amount of damage. So, yeah, it's an odd... Oh, hold up.
Tyron thunderclapped. Real word of revelation. Oh, that's a tsunami slam. Amon taking a lot of heat. Findo will go down. Annabelle in the back lines finds Toy. Rin survives that somehow. But a Bigetron, good recovery there, though they lost 2.
Again, back to the point. Oh man, there's so many things I want to talk about actually. I think we go for the side lanes first. You would think normally against this kind of brawl composition, you want to just control the side lanes. But BTR have very good side lane control with the Masha and the Joy. I don't think like they can actually win out these 1v1s. Hazel, it's going to be tough for him to go up against the Joy. I don't think you want... Oh my god.
Hazel! Oh my god, you nasty boy! That's a solo and a shutdown all in one.
Never mind.
He's feeling himself. That's Joy with the Holy Crystal, and that's what Annabelle did.
Proactive RRQ 3v1. Luke, you can stun, immune, everything on the board for Luke. He falls as well. Bigetron, they weren't able to recover.
Never mind. Hazel, there you go. Was able to get the solo kill right as I was getting to the point where it's just very tough to get side lane control. Hold up. Another fight.
Oh, that's a stun. That Iron will be the main target of Bigetron. They find him. But now, Hazel secures the Lord. A small price to pay, but RRQ, they're in control.
Oh, Annabelle's going back in.
Gotta be careful, Annabelle. Looking for the purple. He finds it.
Okay, so that takes away the threat of the Fanny, at least for a few minutes here, a few seconds, as we get into the Lord fight. So, the Fanny will struggle going in when there's a Ruby around, and the side lane control, normally, Toy won't be able to 1v1 the Joy just yet, nor will he be able to 1v1 Luke just yet, and that's why they kind of have to group up together earlier. He needs to win a nature before he can handle Luke. I don't know when he'll be able to handle the Joy. I guess Rose Gould? But now, Fanny, he's online, 8-1. He's only 200 gold ahead, but you can see from the build here, he actually has enough damage, but he has the defenses too. Rose Gold Meteor already. Hold up.
Careful. Good pinch there, but yeah, the Lord will be taken down top lane.
Yeah, they're dealing with it really well. And again, it's because it's within the timer of BTR having that side control. They should be able to win all the 1v1s in the side, and that's why RRQ kind of have to group up. But if they group up, it's what BTR want to do. So in the end, it'll be a brawl. But if RRQ continue to scale like this, Toy, Wind of Nature, Rose Gold Meteor, I think that should be enough to deal with Luke. I think. Again, don't have the proper calculation on the Masha damage because we haven't seen the Masha go super late just yet. Last time we saw it, it was against TL ID, and it was a quick game. So Masha snowball. Damage-wise,
yeah.
Luke is on the way to the first BOD. That is the big power spike.
For Luke.
For Luke.
Oh, he's so close to it too. We have a game backed by Gope. This marks Ruby's debut in the gold lane this season after the hero was last used in MPL ID Season 14 by Aaron Shiki when TL ID defeated BTR in the upper brackets.
Yep.
Semi-finals.
The Ruby.
Ouch.
That was when they got the Ruby. And it was also Fabian on like Ling, I believe. Ling Ruby. That was the Ling Ruby combination of TL ID that was pretty popular for them in Season 14. Got them a whole lot of wins. Got them close to beating RRQ in the regular season, but RRQ did not fall to that.
Let's hope it's enough for BTR here, for Iman. Because it's peculiar to see Iman on a fighter, not a marksman, so he can't make those crazy outplays, but it does allow him to be a lot less vulnerable compared to everyone else, especially against Hazel on the Fanny, and we've seen that he's, what's his KDA now? 124. So it's not as punishing, we would say. But like you mentioned, right? I mean, as this stretches for RRQ, as Toy gets to those item power spikes, with the Rose Gold, with the Wind of Nature, how will BTR be able to utilize their composition to win the team fights against RRQ?
They just brawl. That's it, right? They really don't have any other plan right now. I mean, at least it doesn't look like it. They want to blitz the Lord.
Earlier, RWM popped. Luke jumps in. Hazel finds the Lord. But again, Darwin will be the price to pay. A 1-for-1. Bigetron, though, they want more. Rins caught, flickers out. But that's going to be Edok trying to find a member with the Tsunami Slam. But the proper disengage were made. And RRQ, they will take the Lord.
They ran for their lives, man. RRQ. Darren does get traded in, but still they were able to secure the Lord. So these waves should be pushing in favor of RRQ more so than ever. Annabelle.
Oh, Edok. That's an overextension right there. Rarely we see from Edok. Hazel, though, looking for the backlines of Bigetron. Now, without Edok, seems like they will not be able to apply pressure as they were with 5.
Yeah, they can't maximize on this Lord push. Man, Luke was just ready to pounce on Annabelle.
Yeah,
Hazel, sorry.
Hazel. Some clean cables this time around from Hazel. He's getting the rust out, you know, shaking the rust away. Now, another one. Oh. He's going to slowly but surely get rid of that HP bar from Luke. Oh! Okay. You got to respect it. You got to. He only has 1 BOD, by the way, so it doesn't make sense how he's doing this much damage with 1 BOD, and that's why I say late game damage is actually not bad for BTR. It's just, can they output it? Because it's going to be more conditional. You're going to be poked down by Eve. There's going to be a BMI Blinks, multiple Blinks. Edok can have, there's a lot of CC. There's Dyron in the front as well. So can you output it to the right targets? That's another good question to ask. Annabelle has a Divine Glaive, so yeah, he should be able to bypass most of the magic defense that RRQ have. And for Luke, you may be thinking that he's going to go for a Melphic Roar. I think so too, but I think it might be another BOD. That's what Luke likes to do in the past 2-3 BODs. If he can afford it. It's an expensive item, I'm just saying, you know, he's got to be a rich boy.
Oh, good read by Moreno. Now Tsunami Slam on towards mid. Real world relation. Luke, though, doing work in the backside. Toy! Annabelle gives out damage and Toy goes down. 2 members of RRQ, but Hazel finds a revenge. A 1 kill for RRQ. Iron now isolated. 3v1. He falls. That's 3 members eliminated. And Renz, he will not be able to escape. Ladies and gentlemen, Bigetron finds 4.
Hazel, do you really want to go for this?
Oh,
You're all alone. Okay. Amazing read from BTR earlier on. Hazel, the only one left standing. They're going to utilize this to control the lane here, pushing into the mid lane, taking structure by structure. Hazel's trying his best to try and go for the clear, but unfortunately it will not happen. Edok and Toy are back into the game.
That was ridiculous from Moreno, man. That reaction time.
Wow.
What the hell was that, Moreno? Crimson Beacon, as calm as can be. 15 minutes, the goal lead is gone. And again, the problem still is the same. They have the side control, they have this late game now. Annabelle's doing a lot of damage. Toy, they can't dive. The one time they miss like that, sure, Moreno can outplay, but most of the times, Eman can just disengage for the team. You jump in, you're gonna get caught in a don't run Wolf King. And that was BTR who hold the Lord.
All resources are up here, Donnie.
yeah, a lot of spells though. Glorious pathway to slow the members. Dyron receiving a lot of damage. Knocked up. Gaydok and Dyron goes down. Renz
Hazel?
is going to be the one falling next. Bigetron, they're able to restabilize with 5. And ladies and gentlemen, Bigetron got the Lord. Toy got toyed by Luke. And the Red Robot seems like they will end the game without the Lord.
4 members are taken down. Ladies and gentlemen, this might just be the moment of history being rewritten.
Oh my God! 4 weeks. Rex Requiem Kaon, they were undefeated, but against the Red Robots, they struggle and they fall.
RRQ's win streak.